Closing is not succeeding if you do not have an integration plan. And this is what due diligence is about from a buyer side and a seller side. You should be able to figure out during due diligence which employees are duplicate, which ones are going to go, which ones are going to stay, who's going to be on the org chart between the two organizations. You need to figure this stuff out in advance, because if you don't, and you're doing it on the fly, it's going to take you a lot longer to realize the economies of scale and the benefits of the acquisition. Make sense? Unemployable seller, I've mentioned that. The comment I'll make is that sellers who stick around are much like fish. After a while, they begin to stink. They create a reporting issue because the existing employees, if they don't like what they're getting from the new employer, go to the existing guy. The former owner also may not like some of the business decisions that are happening, and he's upset and frustrated, which is not good for the business. This is why there's this trade-off of whether or not you have an earn-out, whether or not you need to stick around for the earn-out or not. I've seen situations where there was an earn-out, and they fired the seller early, and they said, "I'll still pay you your earn-out, but get out," and make sure you have the ability to get them out. In family transactions, it goes the other way. In family transactions, I've got several going right now where the owner's 61, 63, and they want to work till Social Security, but they do want to sell now. So what we're doing is they sign an employment contract today that guarantees them whatever it is, and then we say, okay, we're signing the note today, but we're not going to require payments until you're off salary. So effectively, then they can use the money that they're not paying Dad to pay down the note. And this way you don't create a drain. And the other point is that I think that I want to make very clear is, the first thing you do if you're doing a family transaction is making sure that the younger generation has got enough money to pay their bills and mortgages. I've seen more businesses ruined that the owner starts worrying more about paying his mortgage than running the business. And if you do that in a family scenario, it could be really bad. So the idea of, Dad, there's still only so much money in the business. I can only give you so much because I still have to survive. In family situations, there are potentially other ways, especially with real estate, and we'll get to that in a minute. With real estate, that you can actually pass more money to the second generation and reduce some of the note costs. Compensation quagmire. The idea of, the guy that's acquiring, how are they compensating compared to you? Are you more generous, less generous? What benefits do you offer comparatively? Are you high or low? Let's talked about ignoring cultural issues and overlooking synergy. Where can you save money by putting these two operations together? Where are you going to save money? What are you gaining? This is where it gets into, what are you buying when you buy? Especially if you're going to buy, I've had situations where they're buying personnel. They've got a great estimate, company's older guy, he's got a great estimator, he's got a great back office, but he no longer wants to run it. I had a client who was needed, because they had grown, a CFO. They acquired him just to get the employees. Sometimes it's business, sometimes other things, but it's figuring out what it is you really want to acquire.